this is Denise with Modern Crystal Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are all here. If you are new, I'm so glad you were able to join us for this pick a card. The question is, what will your next relationship be like? So let's see what we can find out. Quick reminder, if you have not already, please make sure to go ahead and hit subscribe. I never want you to miss out on a video. All right, friends. So what have we got going on here? I have the Echoes of Nature Oracle deck here ready to go with my clear quartz. And then I have 3 tarot decks set out. I have the Mystical Manga Tarot with rose quartz. I have the Steampunk Tarot with lapis. And I have the Witches Tarot with malachite. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to live shuffle, and then I will be setting out 3 piles, for which then I will invite you to select your pile. I will put timestamps in the description, so that way you can jump ahead and bump around as you need to, and hopefully it'll be a little easier that way. All right, my friends, with that all being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to calm your mind. Think of the question, what will my next relationship be like? See where your attention is drawn and select your pile. If you need extra time, please feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, let's get started. Pile number 1. All right, pile 1. What will your next relationship be like? Let's find out. Got some good things, huh? Good things. All right, in our Oracle card. Changing directions. Okay, so that is the energy that the Oracle card is, the Oracle deck is picking up on. So changing directions. This obviously, as the name or the words here imply, would be about looking in a different way. Kind of reassessing things and taking a different approach. Let's see how it pulls into the rest of our spread. Okay, whoops. There you go. All right, so this card here on the end, this is my energy card. So this is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on. And this is awesome, awesome, awesome energy for you, my friend. This is the Ace of Cups. This is about a new relationship. What? Amazing. So this new relationship being our energy right now, it looks like something is brewing. So if you're kind of looking for like an idea as to when this might be happening, I would say you should keep your eyes open. Change directions, look in different places, because there it is. The energy is ripe for a new relationship. So that is awesome. Now, let's see what we have here. The reason I'm getting all giggly is because right here, the first one on the spread is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, this is the person coming in to kind of sweep you off your feet. So your next relationship, this person who I think you might be actually meeting here pretty soon, might be somebody you weren't expecting, or maybe a person that you don't normally kind of go for, not your usual. It's going to be just a very romantic, charming, loving type of person. Obviously the romance is what kind of keeps that fire going in a relationship. So, to have that as the strong energy, that's really important to carry through. Next, we have our Six of Pentacles. What this tells me is that your next relationship is going to be a lot of give and take. It's going to be very balanced. That is very much an ideal thing. I mean, obviously, sometimes, one of us in a relationship, one of us needs more help than the other at sometimes, and so forth, vice versa. But to be able to do that for each other when the other one is down or the other one needs some help, and to be able to receive the help too. Sometimes, all of us as humans, we're not open to receiving what's being handed to us. So this implies that this is going to be a giving and a receiving type of, partnership. So that is awesome. That is really, really good. Okay, next we have our Two of Pentacles. Now, this is all about kind of balancing the aspects of life. We have got two things. We've got lots of things actually talking about balance here, and that this relationship will be very even, very, not one-sided at all. There's not going to be a dominant one. It's just going to be a very well-rounded relationship. This also talks about, regular life. So but the two of you are going to be able to create that harmony in your daily life. Well, what's in your daily life? Well, your bills, your house, your health, your, school, whatever you're doing. Regular, everyday, physical world type of things. This shows me that the balance is there and that you're going to have an equal partner. Equal partner, equal partner. We've got it two ways. We've got balance. We've got romance. We have this new love vibe coming in right away. So I'm expecting this might be here soon. Let's get some more. We want a little bit more, right? So changing directions. That again implies that you would need to be kind of looking in a different direction, or maybe somebody you're not just normally wouldn't go for, that kind of a thing. All right, so let's get some more. And what I do is I just fan through the cards till I feel like stopping. And when I think it's a good card, like that one, I take it. All right, what else? Knight of Wands. Okay, this person that you're going to be with, that you're in your next relationship, it's going to be full of fire, passion. Things are going to be moving. Our Knight of Wands is somebody who is, like anything goes. I can make anything happen. I am brave. I have the energy, and I have the confidence to make things happen. This is the energy. This person coming in, I think, is just going to be the perfect person for you. I want more, though, on changing directions. When you're changing directions, why? Why is this happening? What is the need to change direction? Is this just simply a person you wouldn't normally have kind of gone for? Oh boy, yeah. You know why? Because, okay, this is the Six of Cups, and this is what I call kind of my warm, fuzzy, nostalgia kind of card. Because this person is not the type of person you would have gone for in the past. That's exactly what it is. So, you're going to need to change direction, as our Oracle card implies. But again, this one, it really sums it up. This was probably a continuation. I asked some, just to give me some more information. That just shows the heat and the passion in your relationship. But when I specifically said, let's talk about this, why are we changing directions? And that's because, again, it's not somebody like you'd normally go for in the past. Oh, okay. Now we're going to get an outcome card. This is the middle of the deck. So this is my cut card. And we're going to see what the energy of the outcome looks like. Ready? Go. All right, marriage, that's what. Holy cow. The Hierophant. This is telling me that there is a marriage brewing. There is a impending nuptials. You're going to be exchanging vows. This is a marriage card. This talks about ritual, tradition, those kinds of things. So it looks like this next relationship is going to be successful and lasting. And my best interpretation is that it's going to be happening soon, because this was my energy on the front of the spread, and it's the ace. So that to me says you might want to keep your eyes open and be watching for somebody who you might not normally have gone for in the past. You know, sometimes we have to reevaluate what we're doing and what we're looking for. And it looks like when you do that, this person is going to be right there, the perfect one. Ooh, pile one. That's exciting. Ooh, let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Are you excited? Ah, I'm excited for you. So drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. I would love to interact with you. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to go ahead and hit subscribe on your way out. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 2. All right, pile 2. Let's find out what's going on for you. What will your next relationship be like? Let's find out. All right, now Oracle card, speaking out. Okay, so we're going to see how it pulls in with the rest of our cards, of course. But just right on the surface, what this says is that, you know, you have to remember to keep your power, that you need to be able to speak out when you need to. This could just be simply expressing your desires about what you do or don't do in the relationship. Or it could be something more like, you know, reevaluating and stating your boundaries and your expectations. You know, boundaries, you know, sometimes those boundaries that we set, we allow them to become flexible. And you know what? Our boundaries are our boundaries, so they're not flexible. Well, at least not to that degree that would, you know, sometimes we have to talk about things, and we have to say, this is what I expect. This is what's okay with me, and not go along with things just because we want to keep the peace. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So what else have we got here? We've got my energy card here on the left. We've got a 5 of Swords. So we've got this energy is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on that influences the rest of our spread. And this is kind of about rushing in too soon. I have a feeling that something's going on with boundaries here. This is about, you know, being overconfident and saying, you know, let's do it, let's do this, and just kind of having it be a little bit too fast, you know. Let's see how it talks in here, how it talks, how it influences these cards. Hey, it is talking. All right, so we start off here with the Moon. The Moon card talks about some mystery. It's about being aware of what's going on around you and being realistic with yourself, not allowing yourself to fall prey to illusion, deception, things like that. This also is a card that shows up when you might be experiencing some emotional pressure. You know, kind of like that making you feel bad kind of vibe, you know, like emotionally making you feel bad. We got to see what these are, but I'm super strong saying this is about boundaries. You might have your boundaries challenged. We have our 5 of Pentacles here. The 5 of Pentacles talks about being shut out. This person, okay, let's keep going. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is about feeling kind of like you're not having what you need in your relationship. Okay, your next relationship is maybe one that you might want to take a pass on. Now, I don't want you to make this a self-fulfilling prophecy, and the next person you meet, you're going to be like, nope, I don't want you. The advice is, the next person you meet, if you do not speak out and set your boundaries and don't allow other people to do things to you or around you that you're not comfortable with, or that you're not that you don't like for your life. Do you see what I mean? I mean, come on, let's rethink about it. Compromise is important, obviously, and compromise means one of us gives, the other one, takes, and back and forth, and we compromise, we come in the middle. But this is beyond compromise. Boundaries are about, what is acceptable in your life, what makes you uncomfortable, and setting that boundary so that those don't get crossed. If you're able to set your boundaries, then you can potentially avoid this. Remember, the tarot picks up on the energy of the moment, saying from this point, if nothing else changes, this is the likely result. right? So now that you're knowing this, excuse me, now that you're knowing this, the very firm advice is going to be just make sure and set those boundaries and speak out. I'm getting that from several different places. So that is very strong. So if you're able to set boundaries, make sure you speak out when you need to. Now, that doesn't mean be a jerk, be bitchy. That, that's not what I'm saying at all. But, make sure not to compromise just for the sake of not being single. We all do that. I know we do. All right, ready? So we're going to look. Actually, wait a minute. I want to get another one in here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fan through them and stop when I think it feels right. And what I want to know, I want a little bit more about this speaking out. If you are to set some boundaries and not allow just that excitement to take over and, lose yourself in there, will things be okay? Let's see. Let's go. You got the 6 of Wands. So that is victory. And I am not even kidding you. That is the victory card. All right, friend. So this is a lot of great insight. Yes, you're going to be meeting somebody that you will be in a relationship with that I do believe will kind of be a little bit unbalanced. You need to check yourself. You need to see you're not rushing in too quickly. There might be some excitement like, oh, I can't wait, I'm going to be together, or oh, I really like you, or whatever. And that's okay to feel those things. But jumping in too quickly and saying, oh, I love you and let's get married, and oh, I can't wait to meet your whole family, and you need to take your time, because you need to be able to communicate your boundaries to people, to this person. You need to be able to set the expectations of what a successful relationship looks like for you, right? And this person then will have the opportunity to rise to the occasion, right? When you speak out, then we're going to have some success. If you do not speak out and set your boundaries with this person, put that away. If you do not, then we're looking at some disappointment here. We're looking at, probably things aren't going, you're accepting things when you really shouldn't accept them. Things that make you unhappy, things that make you uncomfortable. You're like, oh, okay. I don't want to be single, so, okay. Or, oh, I really think you're good looking, so I don't want to upset you. Yeah, whatever. You have to remember your own power. You have to remember that what you want and what you need is the most important right now in your mind, that you have to be your own advocate, right? All right, so let's get some more. We'll pull this one back. That was my clarification to ask if you were to speak out, if things will change. And this says it will absolutely be successful if you speak out and claim your boundaries. Set your boundaries. You might not even know what your boundaries are right now. Reflect and think, what do I expect out of a relationship? All right, so let's take a look at the outcome energy. This is my cut card, so this is the middle of the deck, and this is going to be the energy of the outcome. Are we ready? Go. All right, so wow, we've got a balance. We need balance. So you're going to be able, now again, we're assuming that you're going to speak out, right? We're assuming that you're setting your boundaries, the tarot is, because we're continuing on. If you are able to keep that balance, this is when things will be successful. We've got the Two of Pentacles, which talks about balancing the aspects of everyday life. Now, this is clearly not a romance card. Romance would be cups. So this is talking about keeping your feet firmly on your ground, not just getting wrapped up in the romance. Think about the everyday life things that you have going on in your life. You need to have balance with that. This looks like this relationship, when you first get together, is going to be one of those really hot, heavy, passionate kind of things to start. And if you just thrive and ride on that wave, that's when things are going to fall apart. You need to have your feet firmly on the ground. Now, she doesn't. She's on a bicycle, but but your feet, and the balance has to be there. You have to be able to juggle that daily life kind of stuff. Don't forget about your boundaries. Super important that you're able to be strong on those boundaries and not let this relationship just spiral on the thriving of that passion that you just connected, in that thrill. Because if you don't, you're going to end up being disappointed with our Five of Cups here. Do you see? Ooh, pile 2. This was some really specific advice for you. What do you think? Does it make sense? Does this really kind of speak to you? Or is this news? I mean, have you not realized maybe you don't have some boundaries? Is that something that has been helpful? Ooh, let me know. I would love to hear, and I would love to interact with you. Now, of course, before you head out, please make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video. And I want to thank you for letting me read for you. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3. Let's find out, what will your next relationship be like? Let's see what we can see. All right, our oracle card. Ooh, saving for winter. Okay. So this is about somebody who is very much a planner. This is an energy that talks about being very much forward thinking and, kind of strategic in the way you make plans and things like that. Let's see how it pulls into our tarot spread, and we will pull it all together. Okay. So this card here on the end, this is my energy card. So this is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on regarding the question, what will your next relationship be like? Well, the energy is looking good. Your next relationship, it looks like that person is going to be a bit introverted. This is going to be somebody who is maybe interested in some of the more finer things in life, like culture, so like arts and creativity. This is somebody who does a little bit more solitary things. Doesn't mean that they can't be with people or that they don't get along well with people. It's just they prefer perhaps to be a little bit more to themselves and focus on some more of those creative kind of endeavors, So that's awesome. What have we got here? Now, remember, this is my energy card, so it will influence the rest. And right now, this is the personality of your person who's coming in. Now, again, we have to pull in our oracle card, saving for winter. So this implies also, in addition to those qualities, that this is somebody who is very much a planner and kind of saves for a rainy day, that kind of a thing, saving for a rainy day, making sure that they are being well taken care of in the future, right? Okay. So let's see what else is going on. We have our Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is, he's an excited knight. He gets in there and gets really excited. So he gets things done and all these great things, but he is often without a plan. So what this tells me, now let me just explain. Court cards are most often going to be personality types. Not always, but most often. So we've got two personalities going on right here. We have our introverted person. Now, this is your next relationship, but then we've got this excitement coming in. So I think what's going to happen is this person, I do think that is the personality type, but they are very excited to meet you. They are going to be kind of busting out of their element and trying to be more outgoing and, really wanting to make sure that you know their intentions. That's what our Knight of Swords is saying. This is a communication card. This is an excitement card. This is telling me that this is kind of counterintuitive to this person acting like this because they're so excited. They're just interested in you that much that it's making them kind of feel like they need to jump in, but their normal nature is to kind of hold back and go slowly, saving for winter, right? Okay. So next we have the Four of Cups. This talks about not seeing what's right in front of you. Sometimes it's about being focused. Your next relationship, I think your person is going to be very, very into you, so much that they are acting in a way that is not even normal to their nature. It's contrary to their nature. Their normal nature would be to kind of hang back and, being a little bit introverted, waiting to see how things play out kind of thing. But then we got this. They meet you and dun dun dun. Now this is a little bit hard because it's totally different than the way they normally act, right? Well, here you go. That causes a little bit of trouble because, this person is acting in a way thriving off of the passion for you, which is awesome, but it also doing things maybe to impress you that are counterintuitive to their normal way of acting. Do you know what I mean? So like, Let me suggest that we go skydiving and that we do all these things trying to impress you. But he's really like, oh, no, 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 or he or she. And this causes problems internally for this person. But things will settle down. We've got our Four of Swords right after that. The Four of Swords, this is a time of kind of rest and reflection, refocusing objectives. So let me put it together, and we're going to get a couple more. Let me explain. I think this person, your next relationship, is going to be very passionately into you, very excited, and potentially doing things that are not normally in their repertoire. You know, like I said, the goofy example of, you know, they're calm and creative, but yet let's go skydiving, or, you know, stuff like that, because they want to impress you. At a certain point, though, this kind of clashes, right? Because, you know, that not that they're not excited or that they don't want to do fun things with you, but when you're acting like an extrovert when you're really an introvert, eventually that is exhausting, right? So at some point that will be exhausting for your person. But with some rest, reflection, and kind of refocusing, getting things on track, then everything kind of takes a new direction, and kind of the evenness comes back for your person. You know, again, we're going to pull in our oracle card. This saving for winter, it goes very well with our Four of Swords here at the bottom, at the end, because this is a time of planning, of thinking, of refocusing our objectives. Whereas this is saying the same thing, saving for winter. You think about the little squirrel, has to think about what to get, where to put it, has to remember where to put it. You know, there's a strategic element in there, right? So things will come around there. Let's get some more. Oh, wait, I want to do this. I want to get another one. Let's do this. I want to get another one, and I want to see kind of like what might be in this area, because we've got the contrasting energies going on, but then we have a moment of reflection and change. Is there anything else we need to know about that? Let's see. And what I do is I just fan through the cards until I feel like stopping whenever there's a good card, like that one. All right. Oh, yes. All right. So everything is going to go fine. And the reason this person kind of figures it out is, for one, they're feeling the contrast. They're feeling the contrast of how they're acting versus how they are. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to upset you. They want to make sure you like them, that you want to be with them. That's exactly what it is. And so that's what's causing acting one way but being another in the extrovert and introvert categories, right? And again, because they like you and want you so much, that's why they're doing it. But the thing that's going to save it and get things back into a balance is the Star card. The Star talks about being recognized. Again, it talks about you, how much this person is into you. But it also talks about being realistic and getting things back into balance. That's exactly what we saw here with this one and with this one. We're seeing this so much. All right, so let's get an outcome. This is my cut card. So this is the middle of the deck, and this is going to be the energy of the outcome. Ready? Go. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Okay, in this deck it's called the Wheel of the Year, but this is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is talking about take a chance. Take a chance. There is an upturn in your fortunes coming. This is called the good luck card, the wishes card. This is meaning success for you. So your next relationship, it's going to be one of passion at first. And I think you need to be kind of aware that your person, while they might be doing all these exciting things or being very extroverted, you might want to remember that they might at heart be truly more of an introvert. And there needs to be a balance. That doesn't mean you can't have exciting, fun times, but it has to be a balance. This person likes to be doing some of those calmer, more reflective type of activities. But this will come to a head at some point, meaning it's going to be too much to continue to pull it off that way without coming to a balance. So you can help in that. You are the Star. You can help that by saying, hey, yeah, we've been running around, jumping out of planes and doing all these skydiving. Yeah, I'm making that up, obviously. We're doing all these things. Why don't we take some time to go to the museum? Or why don't we take some time to watch movies? Or, something kind of more introverted like. getting that balance back. This person is super into you. This person really cares about you, and things are going to go well in the end. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, pile 3. This looks great. Ooh, let me know what you think. Do you already kind of know somebody who's like that? Introverted, things like that? Ooh, drop a comment. I want to know. Please let me know. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit subscribe on your way out. Oh, thank you so much for letting me read for you.